And we're live. Joe already in the chat. Vamonos with our, Spanish lesson of the day. But welcome back to another Commonwealth Sports Betting video. I'm Ethan, better known as Best Pie Bets on Twitter. Coming back to you with another NHL, slate preview for today, as there's two games on the slate for today, as they're, continuing these NHL playoffs that are super fun to watch. Yesterday, the Kraken won in overtime with a sick turnaround flick shot to, I think it was the blocker side. So blocker side, yeah, and just high blocker side and just went right in, and it was a pretty goal. You guys, a pretty cool goal. You guys should check it out if you guys haven't already. But back again. Going to be talking about some NHL matchups today. The Oilers and Vegas Knights go off today. Skinner's expected in net, and Brassard. I learned it's Brassard expected in net for the Vegas Golden Knights. A little bit of interesting line movement. I went over it over some line movement yesterday. How the lines have changed to win the series. Whoever, whatever, kind of stuff like that. The favorites got more juiced and stuff like that. Same thing again today. The Oilers moved from minus 166 to minus 168. So nothing too crazy. This is on Bookmaker to win the series, those lines. And then also and also the Knights moved from plus 148 to plus 150. Exactly. Stripe show. Represent. Let's go. But it was high, right where the peanut butter was. It was a pretty shot, honestly. Kraken keep their historic, keep their kind of run going. It's kind of magical, honestly. Is first time in the playoffs, and just kind of going on a run like the Knights did when they won the Western Conference and went to the Stanley Cup but lost. But it's always, I always, kind of root for these, expansion franchises because they're already starting off a little bit behind the eight ball and stuff because you got to establish the fan base. But it seems like they have a crazy fan base. People are crazy about the team. If you want to have nightmares, make sure to just look up the Kraken mascot. It's a troll, but man, if you bring your kid there or something, they're definitely going to be having nightmares or something with that dang mascot. It's kind of weird. I thought they would go like the octopus route with the mascot, but they didn't. They went with a troll who lives. Trolls live under a bridge on land, though, I think. But the Kraken is more of like an octopus themed. I don't know, but to each their own, and they have a great fan base and it keeps it going. And every time it seems like that I know it was played in wasn't played in Seattle, but every time there's a home game in Seattle, it seems crazy, sold out. Call it the Crack House, so that's always nice. It goes with their team name. But also some interesting line movement. Jersey, nothing too crazy. New Jersey moved from minus 112 to minus 111. Nothing too crazy to win the series on Bookmaker. Carolina moved from minus 104 to minus 105. So again, nothing too crazy. But yes, hump day, let's go. Mike. What day is it, Mike? But New Jersey staying that favorite to win the series, even though they don't have the home ice advantage. So very interesting indeed. Akira Schmid isn't expected in net for the Devils, and he's been on a roll. It seems like he's just been holding the fort down for him, and they're going to keep going back to him. Frederik Andersen is expected for Carolina, and I don't see why they wouldn't, as they I think they'll continue playing him, as his last game was pretty good, and I think they keep going with Frederik Andersen. But thank you, appreciate it, Backwater. Let's get this play in. But I do have a comp pick at the end, so you guys can stay tuned with that. But Andersen, has a lot of experience, not in Carolina, but in the NHL in general, has a lot of playoff experience. I believe he's like, what was it, 27 and 23 in the playoffs, all career wise. So pretty good there. So why wouldn't they go back to him? I know Ranta has a lot of experience too, but he just didn't seem to, fit the bill for the first, few games. Even though the Hurricanes still won in 6 games, I think they'll go back to Frederic here. And 2 sites I use, which is RotoWire and Daily Faceoff is 2 sites I use to look at the projected goalies. And sometimes they differ, sometimes they don't. But this time they were both set on Frederik Andersen, becoming in net. But yes, thank you, Susan. Yes, at the peak of our productiveness, we'll keep it going, keep it going. But yeah, kind of a little short video today. But going on to my comp pick today, kind of leads into it. New Jersey team total over 2.5, -120. I gave it out as, but right now it's -122 at Barstool. I like that too. I believe Bet Rivers too has -122, so we'll grade it at that. I think it's just going to be super hard for the Canes to stop this high flying, fast offense. New Jersey's been scoring lately. Hit this team total 3 out of the last 4 games, as well as 3 out of the 4 times they faced the Hurricanes in the regular season. So I think they can, get it done here. Put a bunch of shots on net. That's what we're looking for. Put a lot of high danger chances. So yeah, which New Jersey leads in, the high danger chances or whatever, 4 per 60 or whatever, in the playoffs. So pretty interesting there. I think they're going to get it done. Anderson has been great. Great start for 1 game, but I think this just New Jersey attack will be too much, and they'll get a few pucks by him and into the net, and because they're going to have to keep skating with the Devils. They're younger. Canes seem a little bit beat up with some injuries here and there. Not everyone's 100%, but same with the Devils. They had what was his name? Meyer. Forgot his first name, but Meyer took a huge hit from Trouba from the Rangers. His head was down, and they just collided straight into it. It was a clean hit technically, but man, he was on the ice for about like a couple minutes, just down there, and had blood and stuff like that all over. And he is in the game today wearing a plastic face shield, so that's smart of him. full one, not just the half one, but yeah, so that's smart of them. Carolina, they've been letting up a lot of chances and stuff like that for against the Islanders. Seems like they had a tough time facing the Islanders, and in my opinion, the Rangers were way harder of a test for the Devils than the Canes were for the Canes compared to the Islanders. So I think New Jersey gets 3 goals here. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they have a really good chance of just getting at least 3 behind the net behind Anderson. But yeah, I mean, it's Carolina's giving up a lot of high danger chances as well in the playoffs, and you can't do that. That's where most of the goals are scored during those times. So it's going to be interesting. I think Carolina, it's 14th. They're 14th and out of the 16 playoff teams so far in high danger chances allowed. So a little bit of stats to back it up, but nothing too crazy. Just I think the Devils get it done. Team total over 2.5, -122 right now on Barstool as well as Bet Rivers. I think Barstool and Bet Rivers, they're just like a copy and paste book compared to each other. Seems like most of the time, every time I look at odds comparing websites or apps like BetStamp or Action or thelines.com or whatever, they seem to have very similar, if not the same lines, honestly, every time. So interesting note. It's kind of, if you have these apps looking at all these different lines, it's always good to know, okay, which ones are mostly the same, which ones are different. You want to get a few outs, of course, like we always say, so you can always get the, best line and best chance to win over the long term. That's because that's what we're looking for, just to win over the long term and keep building the bankroll. But if you can notice that some are the same, maybe avoid. Just put some money into one of those, and then you don't have to worry about the other one because most of the lines are the same. So you try to find drastically different books that will give you different lines. That's always a good tidbit to do. But if you don't line shop, I suggest doing that. Always line shop meanings. Just look at if you don't have an app, you don't want to put it on your phone. You can go to the lines.com or Betstamp. You can look at all these lines. You can see which sports books will have a better line for your bet that you want to do. It's just a little, something will give you a little bit better of an edge of just betting the same book the whole time and just putting it, no matter the line, betting it there. And over time, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, even though you easily can put yourself at an advantage, especially with all these, sports books offering bonuses and stuff like that, and deposit bonuses and free plays and stuff. So try to, work your way around, try to get a few different outs, at least 4 or 5, I think, if you're trying to do it more often, but 3 is always good. If you have 3 different books, they'll give you 3 different lines usually. And it's good to, give yourself that benefit of the doubt, give yourself that little, edge, because every little thing counts. So it's like you want to get a better line by even a few cents or whatever. It's like it's minus 105 there and it's plus 100 there. You obviously want to go to the plus 100. Over time, you may think, it doesn't matter that much. It's only 5 cents on the line or whatever. But over time it adds up, and you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the best edge you can as long as you can as long as you can go. So all in all, New Jersey Devils team total over 2.5, minus 122 on Barstool as well as Bet Rivers right now. That is going to be the comp pick for today, but feel free to follow us on Twitter at CW Sports Betting. Follow myself at Best Pie Bets, as well as Taylor at Chalk with Taylor. I believe she'll have a video short tomorrow discussing some comp picks for the people. So as well as Ray at Ray Gray Fox. We all post some good content up there. Try to on Twitter. Feel free to look at it. And yeah, you guys make sure to lock in that Devils team total over 2.5, as that is going to be the comp pick today. Trying to keep this train going with NHL through these playoffs. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good hump day, guys, and let's watch some playoff hockey tonight, all right? It's always fun.